Salarah Starre is a UK-based advanced law of attraction teacher trainer, coach, public speaker, and leading wellness expert. She will share life-changing wisdom about the law of attraction and how you can use this powerful universal law to build a foundation for bigger and bolder manifesting results. It is time to create the life you deserve, and with Salarah's help, you will.
And a very, very warm welcome to Manifesting Made Easy with myself, Salarah Starre. I help you master your manifestations and your life, which means no more forcing, no more chasing. It's time to own your power and unleash that beautiful master manifestor within you. And it's a lot easier than we think. I think through fear and worry and doubt and desperation, we actually make the journey rather difficult. Our job is to figure out how to get ourselves out of that state of fear and into a state of creative fun and play in order to watch our manifestations literally fly to us like magic. I thought today that we would go back to some of the foundational principles of the law of attraction. No matter how long we've been on this journey, I've been on this journey of law of attraction specifically since 2006, I always need reminding to focus on what it is that I am creating rather than what it is that I am trying to get away from. Now, this is a very, very important consideration when it comes to manifesting. You may have heard me use the terms focusing on what you do want rather than what you don't want. And when we focus on what we do want, we become more in alignment with the universal flow and synchronicities to help make what we want manifest. Whereas when we are focusing on what we don't want, we simply keep feeding the paradigm that we are so wanting to exit and wondering why our paradigm becomes even more solid and more viable. Of course, it's all illusionary. That's because we keep feeding it. But there is a beautiful exit door that if we follow the little exit door that says, remember to focus on what you do want rather than what you don't want, and you imagine yourself opening that exit door and walking through that exit door into the land that you are creating and stepping into life the way you desire it to be from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. That is the world of creativity, but that's got to come from that place of exiting the old paradigm of fear and worry and doubt, because if you're trying to create within that space, you're only going to see more of the same. So today's show is to remind you to focus on what it is that you are creating rather than what it is that you are really wanting to get away from. Now, the language that you use is going to play a really important role in your feelings and the manifestation process. So it is really important to use language that is in alignment with what it is that you desire to create. I have so many people coming to me in my coaching practice saying to me everything that they don't want. I'll say to them, what is it that you do want to create? I just don't want to feel stressed anymore. I just don't want to feel lost anymore. I just don't want to wake up every day feeling tired. And I say, but what is it that you do want? Well, I don't want every day to feel like Groundhog Day. I don't want, and all I ever get is the focus on what a person doesn't want. And what is so important for us is to learn how to focus on what it is that we do want and put our energy and attention into that place in order for us to realize new dreams. So then I'll say, well, what is it that you do want? And they say, well, I don't know. Because we're so used to thinking about what we don't want. Many of the time, we don't even know what it is that we do want. But this is a really fantastic turning point for most people. Now, what you do want generally is the opposite of what you don't want. So it really is as simple as that. I don't want to feel tired and stressed out anymore. I just want to enjoy life. I want to feel calm and centered and at peace. I don't want to feel lost anymore. I want to feel a sense of purpose, a sense of mission. I want to feel a sense of passion in my life. I don't want to be ill anymore. I want to wake up feeling full of the joys of spring. I want to be able to live life in a way that lights me up from inside out. Can you see the very difference between these two aspects of focus. One keeps us locked in an old paradigm we don't want to experience. The other opens up a whole new door to a completely new universe. And now that we're focusing our awareness and our attention on what it is that we do want to experience, the universe can now start to align and adjust itself in order to bring about circumstances to help make what we want manifest. So now that we're aligning our thoughts and we're focusing on the creative, we now have the opportunity to plant wonderful new seeds and water them and nurture them and take action on them until they actually turn into a physical manifestation. And a lot of the time, this can start with the simple language that we use. So I'm asking you today, what is it that you do want out of life? What is it that you do want to experience? What is it that you do want to create? If I was to ask you, what is your vision? Like, what is it that you are creating for your health? Could you answer that? If I was to ask you, what is it that you are creating for your life purpose? Could you answer that? If I was to ask you, what is it you want to create in your relationships? Could you answer that? These are some of the most important and fundamental questions that we can ask ourselves. Because having a very, very clear picture on where it is that we want to go and the why behind our desires to get there and aligned action will help to make that dream come true. What you want to create and what you want to experience is absolutely there for you. There's nothing in the world stopping that from happening other than your point of focus, other than the action that you're taking, other than the way that your day is set up, whether it's in alignment with what you want to experience or whether it's out of alignment with what you want to experience. So you know that person that you can see in your mind that's living life on purpose and with meaning and with passion and looks healthy and well and has all wonderful relationships? How does that person, how does that version of you structure their day compared to how the current version of you, which has created the reality you're currently experiencing, structures their day? What is different? And yes, my friends, it does mean that it's super, super important that we're willing to show up and do things differently if we're going to get different results. I work with countless people who come to me with my one-to-one coaching and they say, right, I'm ready. I'm ready to make changes. I'm ready to do this. Show me the way. And I show structural changes that will help support the dreams. Yet every single day, there's a reason and an excuse why not to show up for that. So what I'm fundamentally saying is what you want to create has to become so important to you that you're willing to do what it takes to make the changes in your current everyday reality in order to pivot into the direction of your dream. Because it's there, it's waiting for you. You may just need a bit of a course correct in order to align yourself with that. And what if that did mean waking up half an hour early every day to set your intentions, to do some scripting, to write a wonderful letter to the universe, to do some meditating, to connect with nature, to eat healthy, to do some exercise? What if it meant a change like that meant that your dream was more in grasp than out of grasp? Would you do it? So that dream that you have of this beautiful house, these wonderful relationships, this life on purpose with passion, with meaning, how important is that to you? Is that something that you really desire and you're willing to do what it takes to get? Is that something that you realize that the clock in your life is ticking by every single day? And this isn't to depress you, this is to inspire you, to say the time to take action on your dreams, my friend, is now. Those old patterns and cycles that keep us so locked and so entrenched in what we don't want to experience is available for you to completely deconstruct so that you can reconstruct something that's much more supportive of what it is that you want to experience. And it's not about making big changes all in one go that feel overwhelming and then you wonder, then you're left feeling like a failure because you can't do it. It's just one small thing every single day. So it's not only you focusing on what you do want, but you're taking aligned action with what you want to create in order to be able to get there as well. So what I'd like you to do now in your mind, just like we kind of did a little bit in the beginning of the show, is just imagine now that your life, the way it is right now, has been a direct result of your past and your current creations, thoughts, actions, words, and deeds. Everything you're seeing in your life right now is a direct result of that. Now, just imagine and just play with me on this one just for a minute, that there's a beautiful door, just a bit like in, what's that Jim Carrey film? Oh, it's going to come to me after the show. That'd be really annoying. But just imagine that you've got this lovely little door and you can exit out of your current reality and you can go into a completely new reality, set up exactly the way that you want it to be. What is the first thing that you notice? As you take that foot into your desired outcome, what is it that you see? What is it that you hear? And just take a moment just to begin exploring and allow the land of your creation to unfold before your very eyes. Notice what your relationships are like in that space. Notice how happy you are, how healthy you look. What a big, massive difference you're making in this world. Now, the more time you can spend in here, really feeling, tasting, touching, sensing every aspect of this new creation, the more you feed it and the more course correct in your current reality. So you start noticing the gap between where you are and where you want to be start to close. And now that your vision in your mind is aligned with the vision in your heart, not only is the universe on your side, and you'll be in the flow and the stream of beautiful creation, but you'll feel inspired to take certain actions to help make your dream manifest. And all of that comes from knowing what it is that you do want to experience. What does it look like? I got my journal out the other day and I just started drawing and sketching. I'm no artist, but I started drawing everything that I want to see and experience in my life. And it was just so beautiful and magical. And I add to it from time to time. I have a very clear picture in my mind on where it is that I would love to be, what it looks like, how it serves humanity in so many ways, and how it grows and becomes the most beautiful dream. And you have the ability to do that too. So if you're at the very beginning stages and you think, well, I don't even know what it is that I do want, just get a pen and paper out, write down everything that you don't want. And then next to it, it's exact opposite. That's how you'll begin to know what it is that you do want. Some people like to do vision boards to help get visuals, to help them to really see what it is that they want to experience and get ideas. I say, let your heart create. Let your heart create something unique and beautiful to you. What does this look like to you? And let yourself dream your dream. And make sure that you feel good along the way. I say, yeah, that sounds easier said than done sometimes. I get that, right? But what we can do is sometimes just unplug from the illusion of our current reality, just for a moment, just to give ourselves a breather. Do some painting, go for a walk, spend time being present with your family and with your friends. Put on some good music. Because when you start to plug into your creativity, connecting to nature, things that make you feel good, that's when you're going to start to notice the veil of illusion of your old reality starts to crumble away. And this birthing, this beautiful new birthing of your new reality starts to emerge as a result of it. It's a bit of a deeper show today, and I wanted to come in and really take focusing on what you do want to what you don't want to a much deeper level. It's not just about aligning your words and your thoughts, although that plays a very, very important role. It's being able to vision and dream your dream. And this is what I help people to do in my one-to-one coaching sessions. It would be lovely to connect with you. I do have capacity as of July for a couple of more new intakes for my programs. I'm taking a bit of time off between now and then. It feels really good, actually. I haven't had some proper time off for a little while. So I've taken 4 weeks off, and oh my word, it does feel good. You probably can hear I sound a bit nasally. My partner came back from being away for a period of time, and he wasn't very well. And, naturally, I would then have taken that on. So we've just been feeling sorry for ourselves in a really lovely way. And the gorgeous sun, oh my word, the weather's been beautiful. And we've got ourselves kitted out very, very beautifully on the patio. I'll have to take a photo for you when it's all set up, and follow me on Instagram, Salarah Starre, and I'll pop some pictures on there so you can see what we've created here. It looks absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you for now. Let me know, salarah@salarahstarre.com. Send me an email. Let me know your thoughts. And I really look forward to seeing you either on the 5D manifesting course, in the one-to-one coaching, or on the free moon ceremonies, or our in-person soul tribe gatherings for some more inspiration. But it's been very, very beautiful to be with you today. And I'm sending you heartfelt love. And just remember that you absolutely have what it takes to create the life that you want to experience. I believe in you. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening. Salarah Starre will be back next week with great insights into the law of attraction. In the meantime, please visit salarahstarre.com.